What's up, everybody? Ben here. So I am just now digging into my YXZ here. I did an intro video on this last week or two, and here in the showroom on the 4-post lift I was able to get the skid plates off and went ahead and took off the anti-sway bars and the front bumper, and you'll see I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 pounds there, something like that. Honestly, it just simplifies a lot of stuff having the skid plates off. Then got it on the 2-post lift and started removing the rear drivetrain to get ready for Performance differential and some new Turner axles and a driveline that goes with that. And just like that, got the, I need to clean it up more, of course, but I got the rear drive shaft and rear differential in, or out. That's the K&T billet differential. This car's had in it for a couple years. It's probably got only 500 miles on it. I'm gonna sell that. The main thing I had to do this time was get this drive shaft out. I'm sending that to Alan Anderson so he can modify it for the Performance kit. And I just got a lot of cleaning up to do. I'm gonna start removing some of the unnecessary stuff. These big shocks are not gonna go back on the car. I'm ordering new extreme Turner axles. I'm gonna swap these tires. I'm gonna put the STU 1300 pluses back on. I'm gonna take these Scat Track diggers off. I'm contemplating doing the 2019 and up hub change. That's these that are the old bolt pattern, which is 4x110. In order to do that, all of those parts have to be replaced. The knuckle, the hub, and the brake rotor. I believe the brake caliper has to be updated, and of course the wheel. So if I stuck with these Kaiser wheels, then the centers, I would just order new centers that are the new pattern, the 4on156. Not sure if I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that, but I'm not sure. Honestly, it depends on parts availability. If, you know, some of these OEM parts are on back order for 8 months, then I'm not gonna mess with it right now. The car's not making enough power that I think that's gonna be a factor. And I've got good wheels that fit, so I'm just gonna leave it if it's a problem. I've also kind of started cutting out some of the lighting, so I just kind of snipped some of the wire, and some of those are dangling loose. I'm gonna dig in deeper to that, so clean up a lot of those things and hopefully lose some weight on this car. I've got a sign shop working on graphics. For now, I'm gonna leave the car painted blue the way it is. I'm just gonna put graphics on it, something kind of cool that makes it look different than my son's car, which is visually, it's almost identical. So we'll see how those graphics turn out. I'm gonna get rid of these lights. It's just dead weight for me. I guess that's it. I'm gonna clean up the shop. I've got crap everywhere, and I'm gonna go to bed. It's late. All right, so I think this is as stripped down as it's gonna get for now. I've ordered those some Fox Air Shocks. So they hopefully will be here soon, but as you see, I've just kind of stripped down a bunch of stuff. Got those seats out. That was much more difficult than I expected. Took out some of these interior panels and eliminated a lot of wiring and lights and the stuff for that, I don't know, it's like a Switch Pro, but it's not a Switch Pro, this thing. Aux beam. Deleted that. So anything to do with lighting is out, except for the light bar is still up on the cage. I'm gonna obviously use this opportunity to do some cleaning. There is sand in places that I would not expect there to be sand. I mean, it is piled up in all kinds of little places. So I snipped like all the zip ties and everything too, so at least in the routing that I was messing with. So a lot of that stuff just needs to be tied back up, and I'll try to take some time on that and do it nice and clean. Some of these interior panels are gonna go back in. These right here, some of these interior panels are gonna go back in, but I think, yeah, these two are still necessary, but I'm gonna like trim them. Like I can take the top off of that, stuff like that, because I don't have the bed in anymore and stuff like that. It's gonna come out. Headlights. So these are Heretic Studio, I think is what it's called. It has a cool blue like accent LED strip built into them. It's kind of neat, but one of the LED strips is out, or like part of it is. And it's a pretty heavy, it's a great product. It's a nice like billet assembly, but it's pretty heavy. So I'm gonna delete those headlights. I'm gonna try to delete that whole assembly, but some of that is required to mount the front end plastic. So all of this is just sitting there without that piece. So I'm going to see if I can rig up some brackets. I might take that and just butcher it. I have 3 of those factory headlight assemblies. They're just in my containers, just in storage. So I think I'm going to butcher up this one and use the brackets. And yeah. My only concern with that is I do need some form of light projected forward for grudge racing. So at America's Oasis, we have night grudges from time to time. It's a big hit and people really enjoy it. So I want to make sure I can do that. And just to drive over to the drag strip and back, I need some form of a headlight. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'll figure something out. I might leave the light bar on there for now, which is counterintuitive, I know. But in the next year or two, I plan to do away with this cage completely and stretch the frame and do a custom cage and everything at the time. So I'm just gonna kind of leave this one alone. The light bar fits the cage perfectly and it's got tabs and everything up there for it. So I'm just gonna kind of leave it alone, I think, for now, until I replace the cage and stretch the chassis and stuff. So I think this kind of concludes the teardown. I am waiting on those Fox Air Shocks. They won't be long. They were in stock. And I'm waiting on the Proformance rear differential. Hopefully that's a week or 2 out. And I'll start cleaning this thing up and put some of these panels back in, trim them up and go from there. So I don't know how much weight I lost on this thing, but I mean, the shocks alone probably lost 100 pounds, maybe. I don't know. I don't have the new shocks yet, but they are supposed to be pretty light. They don't even have springs. So these suckers are heavy. I'll know that. Oh, I ordered new axles too. I got the Turner Extremes coming, the brown bar with the blue boots. So if you enjoy content about this YXZ and you would like to follow the build or follow any of the other builds that we got going on, like and subscribe my page, or like and subscribe to the America's Oasis page to stay updated on the development that we're working on near the Little Sahara State Park in Winoka, Oklahoma, which is where I ride all of these UTVs. Thanks for watching.